When we begin the day with God, His grace sustains us and His peace leads us. Welcome to By His Grace, the adult morning devotional with Matthew Jimenez from New Jersey on Radio Centinelas de Cristo.
Today, February 5th, the title of our devotional is Imitate Jesus. So Jesus told him, "My message is not my own. It comes from God who sent me." John chapter 7, verse 16. The world has its shares of notable teachers, people with whom humanity considers experts of certain branches of science or philosophy, but millions are convinced that no teacher as great as Jesus Christ has ever existed. He is, in another word, the teacher by excellence. It is written that the people of his time were astounded by his teachings. And they were astonished at his teachings, for he taught them as one authority, and not as the scribes. But the Lord clearly stated that his message was not his own. He received it from his Father. The entire Christian world identifies with Jesus or with the extraordinary ministry of the Holy Spirit. But the Lord emphasizes that everything starts with the Father. The plan of salvation, the initiative to save the human race, and the mission of spreading the gospel starts with the Father. That's why the scriptures reiterates the fact that the Father is reconciling with the world through the Son. The perfect union of the Trinity is at the origin of God's mission. As the Father has sent me, I also send you. The declaration could be interpreted as, since the Father taught me, I also teach you. Nothing in Jesus' agenda was improvised. Everything was perfectly detailed and planned. The King of the universe thought of every moment of his ministry so that it would be perfectly accomplished. Jesus would have a long conversation with his Father every day to define the day's work that entailed a system encompassing the entire plan, so that nothing was left to chance. His expressions, forms, teachings, and all followed every aspect of humanity's redemption plan. Jesus' perfect obedience to the Father will reveal his great love for the world. The Father, misunderstood by many, took care of every detail and every step of the salvation plan. The fact that Jesus declared that his teachings were not his own showed the context of what he really wanted to say. He received every teaching from the Father so that his followers could take them from him. So imitating Jesus entails doing the will of the Father, the God who gave the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai, the same who told Jesus to teach us to love others. That's why we read this in the Bible. I and my Father are one. He who has seen me has seen the Father. Learning from Jesus means learning from the Father. Loving Jesus is to love the Father, and to be saved by Jesus is to be saved by the Father, who does by his grace.
As we close this moment together, remember that God's grace goes with you. Trust Him, rest in His promises, and live out your faith today.